Guest that is joining me. It is Lydia Walker. I told you guys about her yesterday. Here she comes, loud and proud, in the most technologically savvy way that we possibly can. Good morning, Lydia.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning. I'm excited.
Glad to be here.
I'm excited that the people get a chance to hear you and know more about who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, it's always fun to talk to you, so I'm excited too.
Yep, we're just going to do what we normally do, and that's just dive right into topics and, no holds barred, no holding back. But first question...
I love it. No fluff.
Yep, no fluff.
Let's go.
First question I want to ask you is, who are you? Because we've got people that are watching from literally Utah, Texas, Oklahoma, and different places around the world. So who are you?
Yes, we are global. We are worldwide. I love it. Thank you all for listening. Yes, I'm a singer-songwriter and a worship leader. I'm from the Clarksville area of Middle Tennessee, and I've been leading worship and writing songs for over 15 years, recording, releasing my own music, and recently started a podcast for songwriters and just really love pouring into other writers and singers that are getting started. So that's what I'm up to.
Fantastic. Now, we got a chance to meet each other pretty early on during the time that I moved to Nashville about 7 or 8 years ago, and was just really impressed with the number of things that you were doing, because you had things literally in various areas of the greater Nashville area, where you were helping songwriters and you were developing, conferences and different things. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you do and all the different things that you have either have done and are doing.
Yeah, I do wear a lot of hats, and one of those is that I'm a mom, and that's fairly new. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and so that's a huge part of my life right now. And the thing that I love about also being a musician is that I can make music about the season of life that I'm in. So over the last couple of years, I've been writing songs about motherhood, and that's really important to me. And also, it's important to me to have my own thing and to be able to create music and also raise my family. So music has been such a great outlet for me over the years as I've grown up, and it's looked different, leading for different local churches, leading for youth group bands, and so that's something I'm passionate about. And I've been able to lead for local churches on Sunday mornings, on Wednesday nights. Being able to be with my kiddos during the day, during the week is such a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, over the last couple of years, becoming a mom has helped me get really clear on what I want to do, and that's to connect with musicians and songwriters and help other people. And by the power of the internet, we can do that in so many ways. So, like I said, I started a podcast. I really dove deep in doing my YouTube channel and putting things out online, because I realized I could be home taking care of my babies and also making an impact on the world through the internet and the online world of making videos, making podcasts, connecting with people on social media. And so really I've just taught myself and learned by trial and error of how to connect with people and figuring out what is most helpful to them.
Yeah, so I'm going to be a little bit disappointed if I don't hear babies crying in the background.
Well, you know what? I'm becoming a bit of a pro. And I've got one kid watching Daniel Tiger, and she's having a snack right now.
Okay.
And then the other kid is strapped on in the carrier, and it's his nap time.
Okay.
So you may not hear crying in the background, and I'll call that a win.
I was going to say, it's very rare that we talk and I don't hear crying in the background.
Yeah, when you asked me to be on the show, I was like, I will do it. And I'm not sure exactly what will be going on at the time, but I will do my best.
You ain't scared.
And so I'm here. I've stepped up my game.
Yeah, you ain't scared. The cool thing about Lydia, and those of you who are getting a chance to see what her link is, www.rusticsongbird.com. That's been posted up there by Aaliyah. One of the cool things about her is that it doesn't matter what season of life she's in. She is just all about moving forward and making no excuses for what's going on there. And so, like I was saying before, there's very rarely a time when there's not crying babies in the background, but you are still getting more stuff done than the average 4 people.
Well, I have learned more about efficiency and doing things when I get a chance. And so I think having that clarity is so valuable. And that's something like when I was younger, I would spend a lot of time practicing guitar, writing songs, spend a lot of time researching things. And I used to have a lot of time, but I remember not knowing what I wanted to accomplish or exactly who I wanted to serve. And so now, in this stage of my life, I feel like I have the clarity and not the time. So I'm using the time that I have in little chunks even if it's a few minutes here or there, or a couple hours chunks, to like record a podcast episode or make a new video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing things in batches and just learning how to be more efficient, but I really had the clarity of doing a few things well and not trying to do it all.
Hannah Laughlin of North Carolina says that moms are great at multitasking.
Yes, yes, we are. And you have to be.
Yes.
But at the same time, you can only focus on one thing at a time. So even if you're multitasking, it's like spinning plates is a good example, because you start one thing, then you start another thing, and you're just keeping those things going, maintaining, but you can really only focus on one thing at a time, and I really think that's the secret.
Yeah. So we've actually teamed up on a couple of projects together. What's this writer's retreat that people keep hearing about?
Yes, last year we did an amazing writer's retreat, the Create Songwriters Retreat, and it was so much fun. We wrote a rap song together, which I was so proud of, and that's actually going to be coming out. I'm going to release it this year in time for Mother's Day.
Are you releasing the song?
Really excited. Yes, I am.
Yes.
So it's going to be coming out. It's called #MomLife. We wrote it at the retreat last year, and now it's coming to fruition, and I love it. I love how it turned out. But basically, I think we had 6 writers. We got together for the weekend at the log cabin in Nashville, and we did co-writing, several different co-write sessions, breaking up into 2 or 3 writers. And I think 6 songs came out of the retreat. We had a great time encouraging each other.
Right,
and I think
right.
just having that community aspect of like asking questions and telling people what's working and encouraging people to keep going and keep writing, that was so special. And so I'm really looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah. So we got obviously a little sidetracked and interrupted this year. We would have been meeting in Clarksville generally in the next couple of weeks here, but we're in the shelter-in-place orders here, and so we'll redirect that to some online conference things that we're going to try to do. Talk a little bit about what you're doing in the meantime, since we have this sort of pause from our regular schedule of things. What are you doing to keep yourself going and to reinvent and to just take it to another level?
Yes, I think in this unprecedented time right now where most of us are staying at home, staying away from people, flattening the curve, all of those things, we have this unprecedented opportunity, because all of a sudden schools are out and people are looking to online education. All of a sudden people are sitting at home watching YouTube. They're watching Facebook. And so I see this as an opportunity for musicians to give people something else than all the bad news on TV, give them some hope, give them great messages, and to share encouragement through music, through songs. That is so healing, and that's what our world is craving right now. And so you could literally get on your phone, go live on Facebook, go live on YouTube, go live like we are right now, and connect with people all around the world. And that's such an amazing opportunity. And you don't have to have a record label. You don't have to have professional songs that you've written. You could do cover songs. You could do worship songs.
Woo.
You could do a song that you just wrote and share it
God
with
is
people all
on
around the world.
fire!
This is the time to be creating, to be putting out there, and to connect with people, because all of a sudden, all the attention's on the phone, all the attention's on people's Facebook and YouTube, all these free tools to connect with people. So do not be sitting at home, doom and gloom, and just waiting for this to pass, because now is the time.
Oh yeah! That was my sound effect there. That you're on fire this morning. I like this this efficient version.
Asked the question, so
yeah, I was going to say we got this efficient version of Lydia Walker. You literally have people from Texas, from North Carolina, from Oklahoma, from all over who are just really excited about your ministry and what it is that you're doing. I told you guys are going to be excited about this. And so give us some parting words. You kind of already caught fire there, but give us some parting words that will encourage us as we get ready to transition here.
Yes, I want to encourage every person listening, whether you're a musician or not. You could share something with the world right now. Share what's on your heart. Share what the scripture that you're reading. Share an encouraging thing that happened to you. Let's spread the good news, because the world needs some good news today. And so I want to encourage every person listening to do one thing every single day that's putting your music out there, that's putting hope out there, because that will build and compound, and it's going to explode, and the world is going to see such a huge shift because of this season that we're in, and we're literally making history right now. And what we're doing right now is what our kids are going to be learning about in school in history books. And so right now we have the opportunity to make history.
Man. That is so good. You are literally the most popular guest, including myself, that has ever been on this show. And so I'm super excited. This show is now going to be renamed The Lydia Athey Show.
Oh my goodness. Well, I love talking with you, and I love connecting with other musicians and songwriters because we need each other. We need that encouragement. I want to invite everybody over to the Rustic Songbird podcast because we've had Erskin on the show. We've had other writers, people in the music industry sharing their stories, and it looks different for all of us, but we're in this together.
Yeah. Check out an article that's in the Baptist Press that I was featured on yesterday with a couple of other folks that you know. And we need to get you going with them, and we need to get our classes going. You've already got some things with classes going, but you need to help me on mine because you can do everything.
Yes. I've had a lot of people ask about video lately, using video, getting started with that if you haven't before. So I am putting together a new podcast that's coming out next week about the best tips for making great videos.
Of course you are.
Also, I'm trying to meet people where they are, and just answer questions, be helpful. And I'm also putting together a deep dive workshop about making great videos, getting started from scratch, and that's coming out soon. So people can get connected on rusticsongbird.com, join the email list, and you'll hear all about it.
All right. Well, Monday's show topic is going to be, why are we such slackers when Lydia is getting so much done and she has babies and everything else going on all the time? So we're going to go contemplate that this weekend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, God bless.
For everything that you're doing, too. It makes a big difference.
Well, we're trying to make history like you were talking about. I don't even know how to do a show, but I'm trying to do something because we're making history like you said.
You figure it out
each day.
At a time.
Each day, yeah, one day at a time. So this was definitely not, that was my sound for rewind because it feels like every day is Groundhog Day now. But this was definitely not Groundhog Day. You brought some new content and some new flavor to the show. So thank you so much. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.